Dyer Island, located off the shore in Hans Bay, South Africa. My name is Jake Myers, and this past summer, I interned with the Dyer Island Conservation Trust for my Magellan project, studying ecotourism and researching great white sharks. Every day, I would go out at sea in the great white shark capital of the world with the cage dive company Marine Dynamics. This tour company brings tourists from all over the world and educates them on shark biology and conservation while experiencing the great thrill of being only inches away, face to face, with the great white shark. A proportion of the revenue received from the cage diving operation helps fund the very research I helped with to better understand great white shark behavior and migration patterns.
Buenos dias, W&J. My name is Carley Adams, class of 2015, and for my first Magellan ever, I have come to Madrid, Spain to study, of course, the artwork. Right now, I am standing in front of the Museo Nacional del Prado, and in that museum, I have seen the works of Francisco de Goya, I've seen Velázquez, El Greco, Raphael. Sometimes it feels like every artist I've ever worshipped is in this building. It's pretty amazing, so I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's ever made my Magellan possible, and I hope that everyone watching this gets to do a Magellan in the future.
What's up, W&J? This is Jordan Reiner coming to you live from Cairns, Australia. The Magellan Project has allowed me to study about the underwater ecosystem of the Great Barrier Reef. While traveling for over a day to get to Australia, I learned that any amount of time on a plane was worth it to see the world. I learned much about why the Great Barrier Reef is deteriorating and also learned many solutions to help keep the reef healthy for future generations.
Research was really to find out if any of the recent developments surrounding the papacy, such as the recent resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, had any significant and lasting effects on the Catholic Church. My Magellan experience was unforgettable. While staying in Rome, I was able to visit Vatican City daily, where I was able to speak with priests and even a Vatican official.
Hola W&J, my name is Morgan Natalie of the class of 2014, and I am here in the region of Castilla-La Mancha, where Don Quixote took place. Being in such wonderful scenery like this, you begin to feel like a princess or a knight errant. I'm beginning to understand the madness of Don Quixote.
This summer, I spent 9 weeks in Argentina working on 2 organic farms and living a sustainable lifestyle. The first farm was owned by a young couple who had built the house. The days when we had water, we boiled it to take showers or we washed the dishes. The second farm was a lot easier to live at. Even though it was winter, the garden had a lot of food, so I ate pretty well. Before this trip, I really liked to work and be independent. But this summer has kind of showed me the value of being with people. In Argentina, there's a famous song called Honra la Vida, or To Honor Life. Basically, the song talks about how spending money and having things don't give value to life. And to honor life is to live it with other people. I found that you don't really need a lot of things when you can enjoy life with other people.
Hey, I'm Kat Bogan, and for my Magellan, I did a comparative study of contemporary art in Berlin, the contemporary art capital of the world, and Prague, a rising fine arts community. Through my Magellan, I hope to see works that have yet to grace the pages of any textbook. I wanted to see where art is right now and to understand what an artist such as myself would need to do to be successful in the future. I visited over 50 contemporary galleries and museums to get a thorough understanding of today's movement. I also budgeted time to see museums of other artistic and historical value simply for my love of the humanities. After all, how could I pass up on museums like the Pergamon, the Prague Castle, or a stroll down the East Side Gallery? It was an incredible, life-changing trip to say the least.
I spent 4 weeks in Ireland, England, and France studying American versus European presumptions about today's rising generation of leaders. And I actually got this idea through my FYS class, which focused on youth activism and social change and the true meaning of a liberal arts education, which I think is exactly exemplified through the Magellan Project. It's such a unique experience and an opportunity to write your own story. So I was surfing in Ireland and visiting Stonehenge and climbing through the catacombs of Paris.
Gadwin Stewart, studying the slums of India from a sociological perspective.
Katelyn Vannoy,
Comparison of trap and release programs, Cook Islands and Pittsburgh. Bianca Rajan, studying ecotourism in Bali and Thailand. Mara Lyle, researching healthcare delivery in Peru. Paige Alderson, researching the effects of modernization in Ugandan orphanages. Tatiana Johnson, comparison of U.S. Democratic Party and Belize National Party. Adam Kmett, cross-cultural investigation of China. Christopher Watson, studying sports psychology and business with English Premier teams. Dana Ritchie, environmental research on conservation methods in Germany and Switzerland. Jack Myint, internships at Light of Dhamma Buddhist Monastery and U.S. ASEAN Business Council. Morgan Morelli, Lupus Foundation of America Student Summer Fellowship Program. Kathryn Mioduszewski, accounting internship, Deloitte Consulting. Evan Rosenberg, National Science Foundation grant to research more ways to harvest solar energy. Jocelyn Cortez, studying Latin American migration to Spain and Italy. Aaron Waliyat, researching religious liberty in Western Europe.